Imagine planning the perfect robbery, only to be outsmarted by a guard dog. It's not always easy for thieves. Some learn the hard way that their plans can go wrong. However, not all robbers fail. Some have carried out clever heists that amazed both the police and the public. From encountering guard dogs to carrying out perfect plans, these stories are full of excitement, smart thinking, and surprising turns. Now, let's explore the unforgettable thieves and their famous heists. Number 15. Brave Dobermans. It was a regular day for Grandpa as he came home with his paycheck. But suddenly, everything changed when a white car pulled up and blocked his way. Two suspicious men got out, waving guns and demanding money. Grandpa's heart raced as they pulled him out of his SUV, and he felt alone, with no one around to help. Little did they know, Grandpa's granddaughter was nearby. She wasn't alone. Her two faithful Dobermans were with her, always alert and ready to protect. When she saw the danger, she quickly tried to close the gate to keep the robbers away from Grandpa. But before she could do anything else, her dogs jumped into action. With a sudden burst of energy, the Dobermans lunged at the robbers, moving quickly and accurately. The thieves were completely surprised, and the dogs' protective instincts took over. The robbers had no time to respond, and the dogs pressed on, forcing the criminals to run away. Grandpa was safe, and the family was amazed by the courage and loyalty of the Dobermans. It was a strong reminder that dogs are not just pets. They are protectors, ready to face danger when it matters most. The family felt a deep sense of relief, and the dogs showed once again that they are more than companions. They are heroes. Number 14. Little Hero. Sometimes, the smallest heroes make the biggest difference. A scruffy man in worn-out clothes thought he had found the perfect chance to steal from what looked like an empty house. He sneaked into the backyard, sure that no one was there. As he got closer to what he thought was an old dog cage, he felt confident that no one would notice him. He was completely mistaken. What he didn't know was that inside the cage was a small dog, no larger than a loaf of bread, ready to protect its home. As the man opened the cage and stepped inside, the tiny dog leaped forward, charging at the intruder with surprising speed and courage. Surprised by the brave little dog, the thief became scared. He quickly ran toward the backyard, trying to climb over the fence to get away. The small dog, not frightened at all, kept chasing him, barking loudly the entire time. The intruder's plan to rob the house came to a sudden stop because he was outsmarted by a small but brave protector. This moment shows us that true courage can come from unexpected places, and even the tiniest defender can make a big difference. Number 13. Not today. The intruder planned a quick and quiet burglary. He jumped over a fence, thinking he could sneak into the property unnoticed and steal valuable items. However, he did not expect the strong resistance that awaited him. As soon as he arrived at the property, the first dog, a brave protector, charged at him and attacked without warning. The second dog quickly joined in, grabbing onto his clothes and looking for a way to bite. The man, feeling panicked, tried to escape, but the dogs wouldn't let go. They easily pulled him down to the ground. The struggle quickly intensified as the dogs, determined and relentless, showed no mercy. The intruder, realizing he was in serious trouble, fought desperately for his life. His chances of escape were very slim. Even as people outside the property tossed water over the fence to help, the dogs stayed focused on their task. They were not going to let him get away. Every time the man tried to escape, the dogs held on tighter, making sure he couldn't get away. There was no way out from this persistent pair. Number 12. German Shepherds on guard. Late one night in India, two men were caught trying to break into a house. They quietly climbed over the fences, hoping no one would see them. But their plans were stopped by an unexpected hero: the homeowner's German Shepherds. These loyal dogs alerted the neighbors, preventing the break-in and keeping everyone safe. With their keen instincts, the dogs quickly sensed danger and began barking loudly. Their loud barks broke the silence of the night, warning the whole neighborhood about the intruders. The thieves, knowing their plans were at risk, quickly gave up and left before anyone inside could wake up or react. The German Shepherds were alert and brave, keeping the home safe. Their quick action stopped a possible break-in and showed how important well-trained guard dogs are for protecting families. This also highlighted the strong bond between humans and their loyal canine friends. Number 11. Borboel on guard. It was a calm evening when a burglar, thinking the owner of a terrace house was away, decided to break in. He moved quietly toward the house, looking for the right time to enter, sure that no one would stop him. He glanced through the window of an empty room, unaware that real danger was getting closer. A large, strong Borboel dog was approaching the thief. The burglar didn't know that this dog was the home's faithful protector. Suddenly, the dog charged at him with amazing speed and power. Surprised by the attack, the thief tried to fight back, swinging his fists wildly in a desperate attempt to get away. The Borboel was determined. Even with some injuries, the dog would not let go, keeping the thief pinned down. The intruder's efforts to escape were useless, as the Borboel showed no mercy and held him firmly in place. Just as the situation reached its highest point, the owner came home to find chaos. Without thinking twice, she called the police and an ambulance. The dog's courage shone through, and soon the neighborhood celebrated the Borboel as a local hero. What started as a peaceful evening had turned into a strong reminder of the loyalty and bravery of a guard dog. Number 10. Jewelry Shop Guard. In the middle of a busy jewelry store, a tense situation arose when a man with a shifty demeanor walked in. His discomfort became obvious when he noticed a large, strong guard dog by the counter. With its sharp gaze and powerful build, the dog was a strong warning for anyone with bad intentions. As the man walked up to the counter, the dog, trained to protect, tried to jump over but didn't make it. Its owner skillfully guided the dog around the counter to face the man directly. The man's fear grew as the dog charged at him fiercely. He panicked and pulled back, but the guard dog wouldn't stop. It bit down on his hand with a strong hold that showed its training and determination. The owner, clearly upset, hurried to take control of the situation, but the dog stayed focused. The man's thick jacket helped protect him from worse injuries. This incident was a strong reminder of the dog's main role: to guard and protect. In the end, the intruder was subdued, showing the dog's loyalty and the success of its training. Number 9. Wrong move. After stealing from a house, a thief believed he had committed the perfect crime. Feeling sure he was escaping without being noticed, he walked across the property, not realizing that the homeowner had already seen him. In a desperate effort to escape, the thief rushed to the roof, believing it would give him an edge. As he searched for a way out, he spotted a nearby building and decided to jump to it, hoping to avoid being caught. Unfortunately for him, his plan quickly fell apart. When he landed on the other side, he was confronted by two fierce guard dogs trained to protect the property. Without hesitation, one dog bit him in the leg, while the other charged at his upper body, knocking him down with strong force. The thief tried to defend himself by swinging a pipe he found nearby, but it was useless. The dogs were relentless, quickly overpowering him and leaving him helpless. The homeowner watched from above, making sure the thief couldn't escape. With the thief unable to move and the dogs keeping him in place, it was clear that the only thing he had really stolen was his own freedom. Thanks to the dog's bravery and quick action, he was soon caught and brought to justice. Number 8. Backyard thieves. In a surprising twist, two men got into a dangerous situation when they entered a backyard, thinking they had discovered an easy target. A surveillance camera recorded their every action as they noticed an open door that looked inviting. Without realizing it, their apparent golden opportunity was about to become a nightmare. The men had not seen the vigilant guard dog, who had already picked up on their strange scent. With alertness and dedication that only a trained dog can have, the dog sprang into action. A loud bark rang out, clearly warning the two men to stay away. The sudden appearance of the dog startled them, and their confidence quickly vanished as they understood the seriousness of their error. Without hesitation, they turned and ran, their footsteps loud as they hurried to get away. Their decision to flee was clearly smart, as any delay could have made their risky situation much worse. Meanwhile, they had no idea where the homeowner was, but they couldn't waste time thinking about that. Their only focus was on escaping the determined dog and its owner. Number 7. Burglary foiled. In the stillness of the night, a thief tried to enter a house without being seen. He climbed up a wall, aiming to sneak in through the backyard, and grabbed a clothesline to steady himself. His movements were fast and careful, but then everything fell apart. Out of the darkness, two fierce guard dogs appeared, barking loudly and charging at him. The thief's heart raced as one of the dogs, a large white one, jumped at his leg and bit down hard. In a panic, he tried to shake the dog off, but it wouldn't let go. Before he could react, the second dog came forward, tackling him to the ground with its great strength. The thief fought back, but he was outmatched. The dogs didn't back down. Their loyalty to their home kept them firmly in control. Each time he tried to escape, the dogs held on tighter, their determination never wavering. With no way out, the intruder realized his plans had failed. The guard dogs had done their job well, and he wasn't getting away. This was a lesson he wouldn't forget. Breaking into a home wasn't worth the risk when there were dogs like these on duty. Number 6. In the wrong house. On what would become the worst day of his life, an intruder entered a property protected by two strong dogs. He got past the first line of security. But the real challenge came when he stepped inside. The moment the dogs saw him, they rushed at him with fierce determination, showing just how well trained they were. The strong jaws clamped down on him, and he cried for help, but no one came. The homeowner, calm and unbothered, stood there with a camera, recording every moment of this dramatic scene. It was clear he wanted the intruder to learn a lesson. The dogs, skilled at their job, pulled at his trousers and held him tightly, making it hard for him to escape. The intruder climbed over a low fence, but the dogs were not discouraged and caught up with him even there. Realizing his options were limited, he climbed a nearby tree, hoping the height would keep him safe. However, the dogs did not give up. They circled the bottom, waiting for him to make a move. Now, he was stuck in a waiting game. Would the homeowner show kindness, or would he have to wait for the police? The dogs, loyal in their duty, were not leaving. For him, it was only a matter of time before his bad choices caught up with him, either through the homeowner's action or the police's arrival. Number 5. Don't come close. On a quiet evening in a South African neighborhood, the calm is suddenly shattered by a burglary in progress. Two intruders sneak into a house, trying to stay unnoticed. Their every move is caught on camera. But their plan quickly begins to fall apart when they face an unexpected challenge: a group of determined dogs inside the home. These dogs refuse to back down and defend their territory, putting a stop to the intruders' plans. In this tense situation, the strength of loyalty and protection shines as the dogs work to keep their home safe. As the burglars try to break in, their quiet efforts are interrupted by the loud bark of a guard dog. The noise is not just annoying, it serves as a warning. The homeowners know exactly what is happening outside and trust their dog to protect them. These dogs are not ordinary. They are specially trained Rottweilers working in a rapid response unit. As the dogs bark louder, the burglars' plan starts to fall apart. The noise attracts attention from nearby homes, putting their operation at risk and increasing the chance of being caught. Realizing they have been discovered, the intruders quickly escape. In the end, it's clear that the best security often comes with a wagging tail and a strong bark. Number 4. Reckless intrusion. Only God knows what the intruder was thinking when he tried to break into a protected property. His overconfidence soon became a tough lesson. As soon as he entered, he came face to face with 2 large Borboels, known for their strength and loyalty. These dogs were not just pets, they were skilled protectors. When the intruder came close, the Borboels reacted quickly and bravely. Knowing they were serious guard dogs, the intruder lay flat on the ground to protect himself. His effort to reduce the threat showed he had dealt with similar situations before, but the Borboels reacted quickly and strongly. Their barks filled the area, demonstrating their natural protective instincts. If security personnel hadn't acted quickly, the intruder could have faced a much worse outcome. The team responded swiftly, taking charge of the situation and making sure the intruder no longer posed a threat. Number 3. Take me to the hospital. In Teresina, Brazil, a thief learned a hard lesson. He had stolen from homes in the area before, but this time was different. One quiet night, he sneaked into a house, thinking he could take what he wanted while the family slept. However, he did not expect the dog, a loyal guard that would do anything to protect its home. As the intruder moved quietly through the house, he suddenly felt a sharp pain in his arm. The dog had bitten him, and the pain made him step back. In a moment of panic, the thief shouted, "Your dog is biting me! Please take me to the hospital!" The homeowners, surprised by his boldness, went to the kitchen to see what was happening. Instead of helping, they quickly chased the thief out of their house, and he left limping, having learned a valuable lesson. The dog's actions ruined the thief's plans and brought justice in its own way. The thief believed he could escape with the family's belongings, but the brave guard dog had different ideas. It wasn't merely a bite, it was a powerful act of loyalty and protection. Number 2. A timely intervention. In a quiet part of the neighborhood, 2 men on a motorcycle looked suspicious as they rode up to a large, empty building. The gate was wide open, and they decided to take advantage of it. Their plan was straightforward, to grab whatever they could find. As they entered the building, hidden cameras recorded their movements. One of the men reached for some clothes hanging on a line, not noticing the guard watching over the area. Suddenly, a guard dog jumped into action. With a loud bark and a powerful run, the dog's sudden presence and threatening posture frightened the thieves. In a hurry, they tried to get away, knowing their plan was failing. The motorcycle started up loudly as they quickly left, kicking up a cloud of dust. Even with their fast departure, one man managed to grab a few things before they vanished. The true victory went to the brave dog, whose quick action and protective nature scared the thieves away. Number 1. Never return. In the middle of the night, an intruder quietly enters a backyard, not knowing that 2 watchful German shepherds are on alert. These loyal dogs, trained to protect, quickly sense the intruder's presence and spring into action. Their growls and barks break the silence of the night, startling the thief, who is suddenly filled with fear. The intruder, in need of help, cries out, wishing someone would save him. At the same time, the homeowner hears the noise and quickly comes outside to see what is happening. He calmly takes charge of the upset dogs, who soon settle down and go back to their posts. Despite the brief break, the intruder is in complete panic, begging the homeowner to get the dogs away from him. In his frantic state, he scrambles to escape, his terrified cries echoing as he rushes out of the yard. He manages to run away without getting hurt, but he is deeply shaken by the frightening experience. The homeowner, calm and firm, throws the thief's scattered items back at him and gives a strong warning: never come back. The scared intruder, shaking and confused, rushes to his car, eager to escape the fear of his close call with danger. Bonus: caught between. In a captivating video that has drawn a lot of attention, we see a tense clash between an intruder and two strong guard dogs. Despite his efforts to escape, the man finds himself in a dangerous situation. The footage, probably captured by alert homeowners, shows a dramatic standoff. After trying to break into an apartment, the intruder faces the strong guardians of the property, two determined dogs. The dogs, not intimidated by the man's size, stand their ground as powerful protectors. Now trapped between the two fierce animals, the intruder has no way to escape. He faced a tough choice. He could go down and face an approaching attack from one dog, or hold on to the hard iron door behind him. This position gave him little comfort or safety. As the standoff continued, it became clear that the intruder was completely surrounded. Every move the intruder makes is closely watched by the homeowners. The tension grows as his options become more limited, making him more desperate. The constant watchfulness of the guard dogs and the careful actions of the homeowners ensure that the intruder is caught. This brings a dramatic conclusion to a very tense situation. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to check out more videos we've made for you, click on one of them on the screen or check out the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It really helps a lot and means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.